So first...
Absolutely.
And I was like...
Let's dig it all up.
Oh, no.
True.
You'll never guess.
So, sidebar.
Yes. And also, I feel like I shouldn't have to remember everything.
I know.
Actually, I have to talk about this.
3, 2, 1.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I'm Alicia.
And I'm Meredith.
And this is Also Podcast. We're back. It's just us fucking around. Meredith is complaining that she has to be sober right now, but don't even open that door. Don't even open that door. I want to hear it. Tiniest violin. Meredith can't drink right now because she's tired.
I need a beat. I'm not tired. My blood is sludge after spending a week with my parents drinking red wine nonstop.
I told her there are people in this world that would love to be drunk. So there's starving children in Africa, Meredith. Drink your alcohol.
One of them is my 10-year-old nephew who has been so excited to turn 21 because we hype him up all the time about it.
Look at that. Anyway, okay, before we get into our episode, check us out on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Patreon. All the links are in our description. And please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. Oh my God, Meredith, really quick, we have a new review I found.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Wait,
no.
You actually just read me the most insane quote ever,
and then we just end the episode. It's done. No, it's titled My Favorite Podcast, 5 stars from Anna Banana Bread. And I would have remembered that name, so we've never read this one before. So Anna Banana Bread says, this is my favorite podcast. I came for Summer House recaps and stayed for Also episodes. I feel like I'm hanging out with my close friends Alicia and Meredith. Hang on. There's a period I missed. I feel like I'm hanging out with my close friends, period. Alicia and Meredith have fantastic banter and hot takes. They're funny, smart, and genuine if you like Bravo, and also just cool people who like to yap. This is the pod for you. My only complaint, and listen, Anna Banana Bread, you need to calm down with this, but my only complaint is they don't put out enough episodes. Keep up the great work. Shut up, Anna Banana Bread. We already spent 5 hours here.
I was about to say, don't tell me that, because I'll make Alicia start recording 3 times a week.
And a banana bread. I love recording, but also at some point I run out of things. No, I would love if I could just have my boss message me less. I would find more time in the day. Yeah.
It's I'm tired of this, Grandpa. Well, too damn bad.
It depends. Do you want us to keep watching shows and recapping them? Because that's a big ask. Or do you want us to just continue to yap? Because if it's a yap about nothing... Easy. That's just a phone call we could do from anywhere at anything. If I have to watch another show, we've already done 2 shows at once, and that's not a good time.
That's true. Our dedicated episodes take so much more out of us, and they are fun. We enjoy doing them.
They're fun.
But I think it also, you give more of yourself to the critiques, and you put yourself through the emotions of the show a lot more, rather than just laughing at the stupidity.
And Meredith watches the episode twice, and then I watch it, and it takes 3 hours because I write everything down, and then I go through the whole episode, and Meredith's like, no, I remember because I spent 2 hours watching this show, and I'm like, I only watched it once, but it took me 5 hours to get through.
The same amount of time. Yeah, I know, when I meet someone who doesn't know I have a podcast yet, they're like, do you watch this? And I'll just casually be like, yeah. And then when they say something, I'm like, that's not what happened. I know.
The worst is when someone gets something wrong, and I'm like, but I'm trying not to correct you, but I know.
I'm not trying to mansplain this to you, but I did watch this twice.
I'm not
and
trying
take
to be
notes, and record an entire episode, and make memes and quotes about
I debated about it. Yeah, so... But anyway, thank you, Anna Banana Bread. Appreciate it.
That's why we can't do more just yet. One day, Alicia and I are going to have this as our full-time jobs, and you guys are going to be like, give us less.
Yeah, there's one of my podcasts I really like. I forget exactly what it's called, but it's Tony and Ryan, Time with Tony and Ryan. I don't know, they're Australian. They record a 45-minute episode every day, and that's their jobs.
One day?
And that sounds lovely. If only we were as funny as these 2 Australian people, we just don't have it.
We just got called funny and smart. Normally people call me funny. I do think I'm smart, but I like that somebody else can see both.
People just objectify me. They just call me beautiful. I never get
Shut the fuck up.
Damn, Meredith. They can't all see me unless on the Patreon they don't know what I look like. I'm gorgeous. Model status at this point.
I'm not. I'm just
Meredith's
here for the jokes.
Brains. I'm the beauty. I'm high right now. Anyway, okay, Meredith, can you give me a small celebration? Can we move on?
Get your intro in there. Did you rate, review, subscribe us?
I'm
sorry.
And then I said there's a new review.
Okay. Sorry.
My God, she has Alzheimer's.
I do.
I can joke about it because my grandma has it, okay? It's funny.
I can joke about it because I'm just a funny person.
No, there is limits.
Just kidding.
What did they say in The Office that always cracked me up? There was Michael Scott at one point was like, 9/11's not funny yet. And I was like, there are limitations.
Well, I will say people go off on TikTok about 9/11 jokes. Like, there are some moments where, like, it does happen, and they are pretty funny, so.
Pete Davidson can make jokes because his father died in 9/11. He's welcome to it. I feel like that's not funny for me to joke about.
The jokes are when people are like, why is there so much security at the airport? And people are like, I can think of 9/11 reasons.
Yeah.
Like, those are the
hilarious.
jokes that hit,
that's
where it's
great.
Like, this is obvious.
That's
like,
a good one.
Yeah.
They got me. Okay, small celebration.
Backing off terrible jokes. My small celebration is the fact that I am finally caught up on my reality TV watching after being gone for that week. Like, I love shows so much, but when you miss and you're not watching every day or like the day after something comes out, it's like dog piles and like snowballs so quickly. And I forget how much I truly watch until I have like 15 shows to catch up on. And so many premiered too when I was out that I'm like 3 episodes away from actually being caught up. And by the time this comes out, I will be. So I'm back, baby.
We love that. Yeah. Congrats.
What's your celebration?
Tomorrow I'm going to do a bookstore crawl. But it's like a week. You have a week to do it, but it starts tomorrow. So I go pick up my passport, is what it's called, at my local bookstore. And then if I go to all these different bookstores, I get a stamp. And if I go to all the bookstores in one region, I get 25% off. And then if I do all the regions, which I probably won't do because some of the regions are quite far, then I get a grand prize. But I probably won't do that.
Wait, that's a good deal.
Yeah, and they're doing a global book crawl now. It started as a Brooklyn one, but now it's a global.
I like it.
Go look up if you have a book crawl near you.
That, and even if they don't have that crawl, shop local at your local bookstore.
It's supposed to be nice tomorrow. After a brutal winter, I'll be walking a lot tomorrow. Get out there. Get some sun.
That is a really good point. I am trying to make sure I soak up every single ounce of warm weather because you're right, it was a brutal winter.
We were all really depressed, more than usual, which was rough.
Yeah, it just constantly was really cold and snowy, at least for me, that you couldn't get outside much. So I just need to like take my laptop outside and go like lay in a park and do the like 10 things I want to do.
Yes. I need to start bringing my home stuff with me outside, if that makes sense. I could even bring my shows. I could like watch. I could do that. I just don't. Which seems dumb.
I know.
Like, just lay in the park. We're going to do it.
That's our future celebrations.
We're going to do it. There's no excuse. Peacock is on my phone. I watch it all day at work. Hello. Same. Okay, should we get into news?
Yes, I'm very excited to talk about
Would you like to start with some WNBA news? We're back, baby. Or would you like to end with it?
Let's start with WNBA. Let's start with it.
Okay. Well, I did on our Patreon an exclusive WNBA deep dive before the draft. We have a draft, or we've been drafted. The draft has happened, whatever. I won't go as deep now, but I just have like a few things. There are some things I just always need you to know that I'm like, keep you in the loop. Okay, well, AZ Fudd, our girl that I discussed last year, she was drafted to the Dallas Wings, which is her girlfriend Paige Becker's team. So they're reunited, although they refuse to be near each other in the public eye anymore because their tweens on TikTok are so freaky with their relationship.
AZ looked gorgeous at that first press conference in Dallas. I have seen a million videos on it. And honestly, I sometimes don't even watch with the sound on. I'm just staring at her. Yeah. Like, she's gorgeous.
No, like, show-stoppingly gorgeous. Like me, also gorgeous.
Shut the fuck up.
Basically twins. No, I'm quite excited for her. But then there was some drama because a reporter did ask her and was like, you know, you and Paige are dating. Have you guys like discussed with other couples of how like this is gonna go? To which the Dallas Wings said, we are not focusing on the private lives of our players, which is fine. But then there's this great debate of like, was this reporter in the wrong? And I have thoughts.
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Okay, though I don't think it's like the greatest reporting question. They have made their relationship public knowledge, right?
True.
They said, we are dating, this is my girlfriend, even though they don't say it a lot. And so I'm not saying it's like our business. They owe us nothing because their job is not reality TV where they like sell their relationship. Their job is basketball, but they have put this out into the public. So I think with that, sure, you can ask about it. That's fair game. Whether they choose to answer or not is their discretion.
I think that is a really good point.
The Dallas Wings said we're not doing that. That's also fine. They don't owe us an explanation if they broke up. Like, all that is fine. But, like, because they've confirmed it, and I see now maybe why people don't confirm their relationships, you have a right to ask. You might just get shut down.
I think that's a great point. I do wish they would have waited until maybe the next press conference. Like, let this one just be about basketball.
Yeah.
I have seen that a lot. But other players get asked all the time. So if you're going to be upset about, you know, AZ getting asked, then we need to, like, make it consistent on every person who gets asked about the relationship should be, you know, we should be frustrated at that.
The other thing, and I've been saying this since like last year, is I think people are really fascinated with this relationship because there's not a lot of details out and they don't act like a couple. The other WNBA couples, they're sitting courtside at each other's games. There's two women who are dating who were on the same team last year and they made it well known and they would hug and talk and like they weren't keeping 6 feet apart like AZ and Paige. And I understand why AZ and Paige do that is to like not bring attention or like more speculation or whatever. But it does then have people more curious. So they have to ask you these questions. So I think, you know, when something's private, you want to know more about it. So I do think if they acted more like a couple in a weird way, it would like, you'd be asked about it less. But also, I don't know, because their fan base is so young that I like don't know if that would help or hurt. It's one of those things like only PR can maybe know, but it's not me.
I have a question for you. How many other couples play on the same team? Because I find that an added, like, interest of playing on the same team and dating somebody.
There's not a lot.
Okay.
Last season, there were two women also on the Wings, Nalissa Smith and Dejanay Carrington. They were dating, both on the same team. And it was fine for as much as I saw. I mean, like, they were always quite professional, but they made it known that they were dating. Like, everyone knew they had been dating. They did both get traded, and then after the season they both broke up.
Okay.
Or like the couple broke up. But like for the time it was there was no issue. And then for the Phoenix Mercury, they had this woman Alyssa Thomas on their team, and then they traded and got her, I don't know if they're married, they might be, wife, Dewana Bonner. And again, they were fine. And what I really like is Alyssa Smith is like quite competitive. So if Dewana Bonner fucked up, Alyssa would like yell at her. And I was like, hey man, but like when you're on the court, you're not in a relationship, you're teammates first.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But again, there wasn't this big, like, because they were very open about it. Like, they're like, we are dating, we are together, who cares? And I do think in some respect it, like, does complicate maybe, like, locker room dynamics. Because, like, am I going to yell at someone's girlfriend and then, like, they're going to get mad at me?
Yeah.
But Paige and AZ have been there, right? Like, I think first you just say we're teammates, and then when we leave the locker room, we can be more. But, like, that's our number one. So, I don't know. Like I said, I think if they just were, like, quite open about it,
it would be...
everyone would... The tweens would lose their minds. But I think, like, the reporters would stop asking. So, like, which one do you want? But now everyone's also like, did they break up? And then the tweens are like, how dare you? They didn't break up. It's, like, the craziest shit. I'm, like, exhausted
tweens.
at this point. Oh, my God, the tweens exhaust me. So that happened. But we'll see. Because now the story is going to be... AZ Fudd and Paige are playing together and they're dating. It's not like, oh, they were previously teammates. Which, like, I think if they just said, yeah, we're dating and this is an exciting time, we're reunited.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, we've done this before. Like, we're going to handle it exactly how we handled it at UConn. Yeah. Keep it moving.
Hire Lindsay Hubbard. She'll know what to do. She'll get it. She'll figure this out.
Girlie's an influencer now, and her PR was in restaurants. So I don't know if she can do this.
She can PR the fuck out of this. This is like reality TV. She's got it.
That's true. She's got that expertise.
Okay, I want to tell you like a really heartwarming story. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was this player on Minnesota, right? Her name's Amaya Battle, and she's less well known. She wasn't like a top player. Minnesota's not like known for being the best at basketball. So she's a Minnesota native. Okay, she grew up. She actually played with Paige Beckers, which is how like most people do know her. In high school, they were teammates. And then 2 weeks before signing day, Amaya's mom passed when she was in high school. And her mom really wanted her to play for University of Minnesota. So that's where she went. And so she was a Gopher and she played 4 years. And she basically took that program from like a losing record to like this past season. They made it into the tournament. And in the second round, she beat they beat Ole Miss, but she had the buzzer beater that won them the game, and it was like so cute, and I was like so happy for her. But she obviously wasn't invited to the draft, and like that's it, and she wasn't drafted, but she was invited to training camp for the Minnesota Lynx. So her home state, she was invited to like try out, basically.
Wait, that's so sweet. Because even if it doesn't go anywhere, I like the nod of like the appreciation of the Minnesota like legacy and like, you know, taking a chance on could this potentially work out.
That's a hometown kid, and she didn't think she'd play, and they were like, come in our camp, girl. Plus Minnesota, I don't know what happened to their roster. They have like close to 0 players, so she does have a good chance of making it. I don't know what. Okay, so everyone this season was basically a free agent. Unless you were a rookie in the past like 3 years, you were a free agent this year. Everyone's contracts were up. They have a new CBA. It got finalized in like the late hours of the night. Yeah. So everyone was released of their contracts, right? And so everyone starts looking at different teams. And when I tell you, I have no idea who is on whose team. I have to like rememorize rosters because it changed that much.
Wow.
Unless you were a rookie, I have no idea where you're playing. And Minnesota just lost like a lot of players. I don't know what happened. They have to get more players. I really don't know what happened.
But it's interesting because in my mind, it's like, you know, there's a certain number of slots, obviously, with each team, but players would still stay in the league. So at some point, like Minnesota might lose players, but like somebody's got to go back to go to Minnesota then. Like there's only so many slots unless a bunch of people also retired.
Yeah, no, I know. It's like very strange how like it all went. Plus there's 2 new teams this year. So they did I forget the exact
draft
the
or whatever.
Expansion draft. So each team could only save 5 players, and then from there it was like fair game. So there were a few Lynx players that got picked in that, and then like from there, I don't know who the fuck they saved, but everyone kind of left.
The people they saved left?
I don't know because it's not released who they saved. But I'm like assuming because like one of their really great players did get picked up in the expansion draft, and I was like, oh, they didn't save them, but we don't know who they saved. But then like there's really only a few people returning, and so I'm literally like, I don't know, maybe Amaya Battle can make it.
Wow, wait, I kind of like this.
No, I'm kind of into it for Amaya. I'm really rooting for her. I love a good little story like that.
Keep me posted on that. I want to know.
I will. Okay, that's all I had because like those are my good time stories.
Well, let's stay in Minnesota because did you hear about Luke from Summer House running for Congress?
He is a Democrat, baby. Everyone better elect him. How's he doing in the polls? Do we know?
Well, I think it's like early, so let's give him a month or so. When's the election? I don't know.
Minnesota.
I have to assume that it's like in the fall if he just announced his candidacy.
I guess, but like, okay, I did see it in when they were promoting him that he's 42 years old, and I was like, damn.
I forgot 42. He's old.
42, but he left the show, so like that's okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay, can I say this? After Donald Trump being elected and he was technically a reality TV star, I kind of feel weird about reality TV stars in politics.
What?
Unless they like are educated on this stuff. Like I don't want people just to get in. It makes me think of like Dr. Oz. Like why is Dr. Oz in politics? Why like not everybody needs to do every job.
How do you feel then about actors?
I find it weird.
So Cynthia Nixon from Sex and the City, she was in New York. She represented. And then Arnold Schwarzenegger was the fucking governor of California.
I just find it weird.
Find it all weird.
I saw, I think Worm with a Mustache was the one who posted this, that, like a video of somebody else saying this, that if we can elect reality TV stars, we need to stop, like, judging, like, teachers and, like, rando moms, like, from becoming politicians, too. And, like, I don't think every person needs to be a politician, because I think it takes a lot of education and, like, planning and, like, you know, a certain skill set. And people in all types of careers can have it. But I just worry about people, more and more people in reality TV who just already have a platform, just getting elected into positions just because of the name recognition and potentially, like, not being able to do these jobs. It just is a big fear of mine. I'm not saying Luke shouldn't be elected. It worries me seeing more and more.
No, that makes sense. I think for me, I have to see, like, his stances and then also, like, how he speaks and, like, because I was too young for Cynthia Nixon and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like, I came in I wasn't in politics. I couldn't vote at that point, so I wasn't paying that much attention. But, like, can he speak? Is he passionate about it? And I also think, like, are you living in this community? That, like, makes a big difference to me. Our current idiot in presidency... that I hate personally, he wasn't living the American lifestyle. He was a billionaire when he started, and he will continue to be a billionaire. He doesn't actually know what 90% of the country needs or wants, and, like, doesn't relate to them in any way.
He knows nothing about anything.
I'm not saying all presidents do, but, like, Barack Obama and even, like, having a wife and Michelle Obama, they both grew up on the south side of Chicago. They both put themselves through schools. They went through adversity. Like, they were on the ground. He was, what's his nuts, the president? I don't say his name, so I forget it. But I'd rather not say it. It's like Voldemort. It's like Voldemort. Or it's like Voldemort. I can't say his name.
Our current president. I thought you were, like, describing someone. I'm like, I'm going to need some more details about a past president.
Our current president, what's his nuts? Yeah. He was born a billionaire. He never, like, came from anything or, like, experienced the average American lifestyle.
Had to utilize what a government provides.
Exactly. So, like, does Luke actually have stance in this community? And maybe this community, like, need someone who can win. Like, in a sense, if it's Luke who's running as a Democrat or, like, a Republican, maybe people were like, hey, you actually live here and you have stance, you have a following, like, you could beat out the Republican candidate. We're in a desperate time right now. I see it. But also, like, if you're part of the community, that's what's important. Like Zoran Mamdani, my current mayor, who I love and adore. He was a part
mayor as well, even though I don't live in New York.
He's the world's mayor at this point. But, like, he lives in New York. He's on these streets. He grew up. He was in a rent-stabilized apartment. Like, he gets it. Yeah. So I trust him.
I agree. That's what I want, is I want the Zorans versus just a reality TV star who just has name recognition and gets there just because. So
is Luke
something to watch?
Can he be a Zoran, I wonder? Hey, though, if one person loves Minnesota the most, it is Luke.
Yeah, but he loves, like, a Minnesota lake and fire, and, like, I'm gonna need more from my politician.
I guess we'll see.
Just vibes.
I guess we'll see his vibe. I don't know his vibe yet. I'm
just cautious.
I'm not counting on a lot, but in this time, as long as he's a Democrat, I'll have hope. If he was running as a Republican,
I'd
light him.
That's not even enough for me. I need someone who's actually going to do shit, because a lot of these Democrats are also career politicians, and it pisses me off.
No, agree. So let's see what happens.
Let's see what they can
do. Thank God I live in New York. I got AOC and Zoran Mamdani. I couldn't be happier.
Okay, wait. Since we're on politics, I don't want to get so in a rabbit hole of politics, but have you seen these videos that Iran is putting out?
Your laugh makes me nervous.
The Iran Lego videos that they're putting out to diss Trump.
I've seen, like, one, I think, and I was in a dark spot, so I'll have to go back.
I have one. Can I send it to you?
Yeah.
It is, Alicia,
okay,
the funniest thing I've ever watched.
I did read a lot of comments when people were like, no, we don't want this war. A majority of us are not pro it.
1,000%.
Which, may I say, if they start, like, drafting, I say anyone who voted for what's his nuts current president, you're first to be drafted. You don't have to come for me. I got plantar fasciitis.
They did put in or, like, they did start a list, but it's men, like, 20 something. We're not available, Alicia, because we're women and we're aged out. I think the max age is 27. So, like, we've aged out.
Shout out. You know what? Men and women should be equal, but not age. When it comes to age, no.
Do not come get me. These knees don't work.
Also, you think I'm not going to spill secrets, country secrets?
I love gossiping.
For the right price, I could be bought.
Wait,
that would be the problem. If we got drafted, they'd put us through training, and they'd be like, okay, we're gonna waterboard you. Don't give secrets away. I'd be like, immediately secrets.
No, my first question is, can I bring my podcasting mic and everything? I can't
if
stop
we
the
got
podcast.
stationed together, sir, we must record. Do you have Bravo access out here? Where are we? Iran?
Yeah. Can I still watch Peacock on my phone?
I would give away my coordinates. Mom, just checked in. Here's my location.
I did bring an AirTag with me.
You think I care? They're going to be like, where's your respect for your country? I don't have any.
It's gone.
I only do when it's the Olympics, baby. And even then, I struggle and I have to push past it.
A little bit on 4th of July just because I like the vibes, you know? You've got a good 4 hours in me because I get to eat a hot dog, I'll wear some red, white, and blue, but that's my max.
I'm anti. Mine are the Olympics and when American tourists beat up European pickpocketers.
Ooh,
and I'm American as fuck.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Ice water. I do love me some ice.
What is this video of Legos?
Iran made a Lego rap battle response to Trump.
Damn, that's awesome.
I
yeah, because he's Jesus now, and he angered a lot of Catholics, which seems like his main demographic.
Don't make me be Catholic again. Come on.
Well, him and the Pope beef, and with that, we all know. Oh, I did find out though this Pope is homophobic, which I'm not down with.
It's the Catholic Church.
No, but the last Pope was like, you should still love people even if they're gay. Remember that little boy?
They are still on the stance that
love
gay
everyone.
People are allowed to go to church and you're allowed to be Catholic. You just can't get married in the Catholic Church. Which honestly, we got bigger fish to fry when it comes to the legality of marriage. I'm not going to fight for the Catholic Church to accept it. I'm going to fight for our government to actually let them get married because I don't care about the sacraments.
Are there straight people who still want to get married in Catholic churches? Because I'm not one of them.
I know. Yeah, I know a lot of people.
I went to a wedding recently and it wasn't in a Catholic church, which wasn't surprising knowing the people, but it was a family wedding. So of course, we were there with my parents were there and there was a family friend, and the family friend was like, I can't believe that her parents didn't make her get married in a Catholic church. And I was, well, my mom was like, I don't think they're that religious. I don't think. And then this woman looks at me and she goes, would you ever get married in a Catholic church? And I go, nope, that's probably the last place I would get married. And my mom goes, out of all my kids, she's the least likely. This is the least likely one. And I was like, no, I have a list of places I would rather get married. A cave. I ran at this point. No, I didn't say that.
A cave would be really pretty to get married.
Yeah. A cave. The desert. Poisonous snakes. The Amazon rainforest. I anywhere.
Anywhere.
I ran if I get drafted.
I am unlikely to get married in a Catholic church. I definitely 5-6 years ago probably would have said yes, just because I grew up in such a Catholic world that my partner also being Catholic, it just made sense, quote unquote. But
sure.
Not anymore. I'm not practicing. I don't really care to marry anybody Catholic. I see how people do it, but I don't want to sit through an hour mass. I have two weddings in Catholic churches, and I'm so fucking annoyed.
As the bride and groom, you have to stand and sit and kneel the whole time. You don't get to just really sit. At my
sister's wedding, we never got to sit.
Yeah,
Me and my brother-in-law's sister and the best man had to kneel or stand the entire time.
No. And then you want me to wear nude heels? I don't think so. Absolutely not. But anyway, back to being drafted. I can't wait. I will never be drafted because no one would want me as part of their team.
Hear me out. If they're going to draft people, make this a reality TV show. Let me see this like it is Hunger Games. Make this a spectacle. Because if you're going to send us into a war and ruin people's lives, at least give us the entertainment.
Ooh, if you promise confessionals... Imagine there's just war happening and they're like, yeah, oh my god, this is way scarier than I would have imagined, but We're here.
Love it. And make it like Jersey Shore. So you got the confessionals like they did where they can pop in at any time and give them like a boom boom room of sorts.
Agreed. Oh my God. Which I'm also surprised that our current government would want a war, because I think war is kind of gay. Just a lot of men hanging out.
Okay, so, but this administration loves to be gay.
They're really gay. This administration's like really gay. Like without heated, they're like they don't even need heated rivalry.
Like I am laughing at this and joking, but I'm being so for real. No. Because did you see that Pete Hegseth quoted a fake Bible verse from, I can't even remember the movie. Was it Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
Like they're a mess.
Yeah, they're gay as can be. Which seems weird that then they would alienate the Catholic Church because that's all they really had. Like, that's even more gay.
People.
Well, that's even more gay that now the Catholics don't like them. Because the Catholics hate gays. Yeah. They're even gayer. Someone clip this.
Moving on
Send
to the
White
straights really
House.
quick. But still in the reality TV world, Kyle Cooke and Megan King Edmonds.
Don't. I can't believe this has accosted my life. First of all, I saw you post some Missouri Bravo, and I was like, what the fuck do I care about Megan King Edmonds? And then my next video was like, Kyle Cooke has been seen with Megan. And I was like, whoa, wait, back to Meredith's graphic that I didn't even look at.
I didn't know Kyle I needed.
I missed, because I was like, Missouri, you just have Wes Sandoval and Megan King Edmonds, who cares? But I was like, what's Kyle doing here? Why?
Kyle has basically kissed Andy Cohen. Well, never mind.
Well...
Does Megan and her brother kiss on the lips? That's the connection that's needed. Never mind.
Weird family dynamics. I've seen weirder. I've heard
think
weirder.
That they probably do.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess. At this point, Missouri, for sure, they're kissing on the lips.
100%.
Sorry, your state has had a bad rap.
I've left, so I don't have that.
Yeah.
I left because I don't kiss my siblings on the lips, so I had to leave. Actually, they kicked me out.
Yeah, they were. Her sister tries, and then Meredith's like, "We can't because I don't live here anymore." Sorry.
Oh, wait, but the video of Kyle kissing Megan when he puts his hands on
There's a video?
Oh my God,
I've only seen people talking about it.
He puts his hands on her shoulder and then is on his tippy toes. And
This is, oh my God, why are oh my God. They look like siblings kissing. That's what I would imagine.
They actually do.
No, the kiss wasn't hot. That wasn't a hot kiss.
No.
Oh my God, yuck.
It's so weird.
Where are they going?
They were at a Page 6 party together. I don't know if they've ever met prior, what the dynamics are before this night, but they were at a Page 6 party, and then they left that. They kiss on the street, and they're going into a different bar, an after party.
She doesn't even touch him.
No. And she's in slides. I don't know what she's wearing. All the vibes are weird.
She doesn't even touch him. Wow, Meredith, this is your state sucks. I mean, mine sucks too.
It keeps getting worse.
Yeah, this is somehow the worst thing that's happened in your state recently.
I was accosted by this. First thing I woke up, I made my coffee, and my friend from St. Louis sent me this link, and I was like, no.
Megan King Edmonds. Wow. This is a new low even for Kyle. I know that his ex-wife is currently hooking up with one of their housemates. That's bad. But somehow this is this is rock bottom for Kyle. Someone should check. I know we say Carl's a mess, but is Kyle okay? This is a cry for help.
This is a cry for help.
This is the worst thing that could have happened. I would have rather Kyle hooked up with Amanda's best friend. I think this is crazy. Megan King Edmonds?
It's all weird.
That's hilarious.
And I still don't think she has custody of her kids. Which,
no way.
Is a red flag of all people, not just moms, of dads too. If you lose custody of your kids, you're a bad person.
What's Megan King Edmonds doing at a Page 6 party? Is she still relevant? Do we care about her?
No. When she left Real Housewives of OC, she moved back to St. Louis.
Yeah,
with
forever
Jim
ago.
Edmonds. Her and Jim Edmonds get a divorce. She becomes a realtor in St. Louis and is hustling on socials. Jim Edmonds, has his house and gets remarried. And in the past 5 years, she has in the past 3 months, she's lost custody of her kids. The kids moved to Tennessee. I don't know what she's doing. I tried to look her up, and I think she deleted her Instagram.
This is bad, Kyle. This is really bad. Why is Megan King Edmonds at a Page Six party, and why are you kissing her on your tiptoes? And why did you guys kiss like that? Why did you guys kiss like siblings? Not to mention you look like siblings, but that kiss is sibling-esque. Oh, yeah. What a time to be alive.
We're only 4 months into this year, and this summer house weirdness, I feel like it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse.
If I'm Kyle, I'm debating suicide after Megan King Edmonds. This is like the worst.
No, if I woke up this is what was circulating the internet, I'm deleting Instagram, TikTok for at least a week.
Kyle needs help. Kyle needs help. You know, and I was pissed because my Carl's a Mess sweatshirt has still not been delivered that I ordered weeks ago, and I was gonna complain, but now I see what Kyle's doing, and he is just
bigger problems.
He's a mess, dude. I don't know what to do. How do I help him?
I know. I don't want to get involved though.
This has to be.
It seems like the mess is contagious.
Andy is the only other person.
They haven't filmed yet. They're filming, I heard, on the 24th.
Andy is the only other person on this cast who knows who Megan King Edmonds is, and so he has to be like, Kyle. Kyle, I've known Megan King Edmonds for a long time. Yeah. Kyle. Probably Kyle. That's awesome. Do you have any other good news? Because that was awesome.
That's about it.
Okay, should we go on to reading, watching, and listening?
Yes, tell me what you've been reading.
Okay, I'm reading this book called This Book Made Me Think of You, and I really like it, but I wish like I was going through something that aligned with this book. It's about grief, and I'm not really grieving a person right now. Yeah. So it's hard to like I think if I was going through the situation, it would hit. Oh my God, this book would hit. So basically it's about this woman, right? And she loses her husband. Her husband's dead. That's not funny. I'm so sorry. I should have said
you really try to like land that as like
I'm gonna
a joke.
Turn this into a thriller. Her husband dead.
Okay.
Anyway, she's a big reader girl. But ever since her husband died, she hasn't been able to read. And she's in a depression. So she's like buried herself in work. And so then she gets a call from this the local bookstore. And they're like, hey, we have a book from you from your husband. And she's like, my husband's dead. And they're like, no, we know. He came in before he died and he's gotten you a book a month for a year. And so she's like, okay. So she goes and gets her first book. And it's like her processing, because she hasn't really processed his death. It's her processing his death and then him giving her different books. Like one is like a cooking book because he's like, I know you're probably not making dinner, eating, or like giving yourself nutrients.
Wait,
and then like
that's so sweet.
Another one's like a cleaning book because he's like, I assume you probably haven't cleaned our home that we lived in together. And then another one is like a beach read, and he's like, I know we planned our honeymoon, and now I'm not going to go, but like you should go and read this book. And she's refound her love of reading. She's totally going to fall in love with the bookkeeper, though. I already know. I haven't gotten to that part.
I don't like that.
Or like the bookstore owner, because she's always talking about his like muscles, and he's also
Stop.
She is. She's like, he wears very baggy clothes, but he has very nice muscles. Stuff like that.
Interesting.
But it's a good book. Like I said, I think it would really hit if I was grieving, because there's a lot of like when you're grieving, a lot of the time you don't want to talk about it and you just want everything to be normal, but you should like show that you're like kind of a light in darkness, because other people going through that might then find you and like you can help them find their light. It's a very beautiful book. But yeah, there is this like, she's going to fall in love with the bookstore owner, and that's going to like, I'm going to be like, no, just, why do we always have to end up with another person? Just be like, and now I will singly go through my life.
Can't they just be like really great friends? Like, why do we have to fall in love?
Oh, can't he be gay or something? Like, what are we doing?
A lifelong companion to go through life, but like no romance.
Yeah. She currently thinks that the bookstore owner is dating one of his employees because they like touch elbows or something. Like they stand really close next to each other, and she's like big bummed about it, but she hasn't like recognized that she's big bummed about it. You could just tell because you're getting her inner thoughts. Yeah. So that's the part. But like the grief of it, like getting through the grief is very good. It's very interesting. And then her sister, I just found out, she's engaged, but she hasn't told. She obviously, so the woman with the dead husband, right? She has a little sister, and her little sister has been like trying to be there for her, goes on all her trips with her or whatever, but she hasn't told her sister that she's engaged, and her sister overhears a conversation and like learns. And the sister is like, oh my God, I'm like so sorry. Like we got engaged last summer. And the woman's like, it's a new summer. You've been engaged a year.
Shit.
But the woman really was, when she found out, like kind of upset.
Not
in a way.
great place. Yeah.
But she was like, she put on a fake smile. She's like, no, I'm happy for you. But then we get her in her minds and she's like, what's this like gut in my feeling? Or like my gut punch, whatever. And yeah. So like, I could see why the sister didn't tell her. She was grieving. What are you gonna say? Like,
but like an entire year is crazy. Like you got an entire year for that.
Well, it was like, I think depending on like the exact timeline, I think the sister got engaged either right before or right after the husband died, because they're on the first year anniversary death when she finds out that her sister has been engaged for a year. So I think then the sister, and then you see, if you saw your sister then being depressed and like not reading and not really eating, and she's like super bummed about her husband, like how do you say like, oh, also
I know what we talked about with this with like Carl is you got to learn how to just like say things even if it's gonna hurt, because the like waiting and not saying anything is kind of worse.
No, I know. I think the woman is mostly bummed because she's like, all the friends, our parents, everyone probably knows. And I'm like, that would suck. But also, if you're always big bummer about your dead husband, how do you tell someone? How are you like,
you can have multiple like feelings at once. Yes, so let her be big
crazy, big bummer.
And excited for you.
Yeah, let her cry. I think then, as the newly engaged sister, you would have to then be ready for your sister to be like kind of upset that you're engaged.
Absolutely.
So you'd be like,
and not take it personally.
Yeah, maybe be like, I'll let her cry or excuse herself and she can come back to me.
That's the thing. I feel like the sister was not telling her because she didn't want whatever reaction that like
she didn't want to hurt her sister.
Yeah, but it's like, it's not really about you. It's just another way for her to process her grief about her husband.
Yeah, but obviously I also think people were really treating this woman with like kid gloves for a long time, because it's been like 9 months before she like ate a meal that wasn't pesto pasta. Like, she going through it.
That's a big commitment to
going through it. Yeah, that's all she did was eat like pesto pasta and cheese or whatever. Which like, I don't know how her stomach is, but it seemed fine.
Or her taste buds. I just would get bored with that.
But now this woman's like exercising and she's traveling and she's reading.
We're
so her
back,
sister was
baby.
Like, I was going to wait till after the first year anniversary of your husband's death, but then she overheard and it was a mess. But anyway, that's where we're at. My thoughts, the woman with the dead husband's going to get with the book shopkeeper, and the sisters are going to be fine in the end.
Yeah, I bet.
Oh, you know what? The sister with the dead husband will probably bring the book shopkeeper to the wedding. You know what? I already called this book.
Okay.
Great times. Anyway, should we get into watching?
Yes. I have something so important to tell you that you need to watch. Remember when you said, cast Tom Sandoval on every game show and you will watch it?
Absolutely.
You must watch House of Villains Season 3. Alicia, are you watching it?
Is that the current one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I may not be like fully caught up, but I was fully caught up with last week. I don't know.
The finale just happened this week. It was fine.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
I'm not really there for the strategy personally. Like, I think anybody who loves traitors and is there for vibes would love House of Villains, because the strategy is like happening because the game obviously has to progress, but that's not the whole point. And I love how much that they break the fourth wall and are like, yeah, this is a fucking TV show with reality TV veterans. Like, let's keep it moving. I just find so much humor in it.
This was so good. Tom Sandoval, per usual, ate. Yeah. Him and Tyson, first of all, can I say, Tyson needs to calm down. He's
taking it too seriously.
Tyson is not the person to be Tom Sandoval's BFF, and I hated that. Tyson is a savage, okay? I didn't want this whole, like, let's be besties and, like, brush our teeth together. I was like, yuck, Tyson. I have such an ick for Tyson. He can never return to the game of Survivor. I'll never look at him the same. Sorry.
It was weird.
That's not
buddied
Tyson.
Up so hard. Like, I understand them, like, being roommates, having, being a duo. But when they made that mega bed, I was like,
that
stop.
Was so weird, Tyson. I get for Tom Sandoval. I was like, this checks.
Mm-hmm.
There was something weird about Tyson. But also, I loved Tom. I really wanted, you know what I wanted? Was for Tyson and Tom Sandoval to stay as a duo. And then Tyson to have to betray Tom Sandoval.
I thought that that's what was going to happen.
I wanted that so bad because Tom Sandoval did so much shit to keep Tyson safe. He wasn't safe if Tyson wasn't safe. And that was really important for him. And I found that hilarious. But I wanted Tyson to say, I'm a gamer first.
Me too.
But he never had to.
Kate was super villain and she held those meetings, I really wanted Tyson to be like, get Tom. Between you and me, get Tom.
Yes. I wanted Tyson to, like, turn his back, but he didn't, and that is his demise. Also, Tom Schwartz continues to just appear in every fucking show. I can never get rid of him.
Insane.
He must be broke.
I don't know if he really got paid a lot of money for that appearance.
Well, he's trying to get his name out there still.
That's true. That he's trying to stay relevant.
He's not a villain. He can't come on this show.
No. I will say the ending is not very satisfying. It kind of pisses me off because this is House of Villains. So, like, let's be a villain.
I think I just saw the episode where Tyson leaves. I think that's where I've ended. I will say, though, I did love when they brought people's friends out and then, like, Tom Schwartz and Tom Sandoval had to, like, do a thing together, and I was like, they'll never win.
And then they had that party after. Like, the party was fun with all the, like, people mixing and mingling and, like, the drama kicking off.
What is Ben doing here? He's accosting me on all my shows, too.
Oh my god.
That was hilarious.
They asked Kate in her interview, like, oh, did you know that Ben was on House of Villains already? And her saying, yeah, I was asked to actually do that scene first and I turned it down, was chef's kiss. I love Kate on my screen.
I wish I could be Kate where I'm so nonchalant and then I win and it's kind of like it doesn't matter. Like, I wish I had that energy. I also love New York and I wish Kate and New York were... I mean, New York in the end did pick Kate's side, but...
In order for me to watch this show, like, keep going forward, because I will never watch the seasons back, I need New York to be on every single season, no matter if she wins or not. Like, New York is the epitome of this show in giving good interviews and chaotic one-liners. Like, she is everything on this.
Can we spoil it? Who wins? Just tell me. I'm going to look it up anyway if you don't tell me.
Okay, it's Drita. Drita wins.
Oh, you know what? Drita was fucking hilarious.
I know, but
I don't think
wins.
She's the best villain.
That's why she wins. Like, Tyson gives a good line in the end where he says, we're not happy that anybody won. We're just happy that the people we didn't want to win didn't win. And I'm like, that I don't want that. You guys are all villains and I get it. And you can all hate each other.
It's a jury.
But people campaign specifically to not have certain people win because they're mad at them. And I'm like, no, okay, I get that in a certain way, but Drita cannot be the winner here. She did absolutely nothing villainous.
No. She was hilarious, though, when she's like, I'll call the mob or whatever. She's like, I'm like, Drita's the scariest person I know.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with her, though, but she shouldn't win.
She's not actually villainous. She just
no.
is, like, protective mom vibes.
Kate played a great game. That would have been my pick if I had to pick anyone. I don't want to
spoil, like, I want you to watch that final episode and know some things that happen, but there is something where you're like, whoa, like, I was like, oh, damn. I was impressed.
Paul, great villain, man, do I hate Paul. That's how I know Paul's a really good villain, because even on this show, I still hate him.
I agree.
Like, I'm still annoyed Paul is here. And Josh showed up. Oh my god, I debated suicide that day, that episode.
This is the best cast. I remember seeing the cast of the seasons prior and being like, okay, yeah, they're all villains, but I think this cast worked really well together in knowing to take it seriously of, like, the game of it all while giving one-liners, while not taking it too seriously that they're not, like, actually injured parties. Like, they could throw jabs and, like, keep the vibes going for the show's sake.
Who will cast Tom Sandoval next? That's my question.
Where will he pop up next?
Where will he go next? Okay, are you a Euphoria girl?
I was season 1. I never watched season 2.
Oh, season 2 was good. Season 3 is going to be terrible because everyone quit or died.
I heard that. Did you watch the first episode?
I did.
Tell me about
it. Indeed. Nothing. They're all out of high school. None of them are really hanging out yet.
Right? I've heard they're all spread out, and so, like, the connections, they're just doing solo scenes.
Yeah. It was a lot of, like, Zendaya's character doing, like, her drug dealing shit that she's now involved in. Yeah, I will say Zendaya is incredible at her craft. She is very good. Like, I watched this and I'm like, yeah, Zendaya's definitely a lesbian. Like, I fully even believe her sexuality. Like, the amount of times she's like, I love pussy. And I'm like, no, I believe it. She's engaged to a man in real life and I forget. I'm like, no, she's totally gay.
She's in so much this year.
She's so good. She is so good. One of the best actresses of our generation, I'll say.
100%.
But the first episode was, like, fine. I didn't love it. I was playing my iPad half the time.
I was gonna catch up to season 2 because I knew this was coming out.
Season 2 was great.
I saw people talk about like this first episode, and it made me go, "What's the point?"
No, you should watch season 2. Season 2 was incredible in the sense of, like, that ending that I was like, oh yeah, that's so good. That's so good. And then the problem is it's taken 7-8 years to put out 3 seasons. So it's, like, hard to remember what happened and, like...
It's hard to keep the momentum up because I remember I felt the same way about Stranger Things I fell off at one point and it's a 2-year gap. And so if you don't watch that next season, you really don't care because now it's been, like, 4 years since the season you watched.
Yeah, I mean, Euphoria came out in, what, 2019?
I think
season 1?
I think I watched season 1 late.
Okay. Yeah, I watched it live, and then season 2, I was definitely in New York. It had to be, like, 2021 when that shit came out. It was, like, 4 years ago.
2023.
Maybe. But, like, it was a long fucking time. And now Fezco's dead, R.I.P. They do mention him in the first episode. They're just saying he's doing 30 in prison.
How do you feel about that? Them keeping him in the narrative versus killing him off?
I think it'd be hard not to because it was a storyline that his character was alive at the end of season 2. Oh, that's right. You didn't see it. He was alive end of season 2. It would have been weird to be like, and then the police just shot him point blank, so now he's dead. Like, he was alive. He was supposed to be at Lexi's play. Like, we knew. Yeah. So I think that's the only thing you really can do. I don't know.
That makes sense.
It's weird. Also, Jacob Elordi he's the opposite of Zendaya. He is not acting. This man couldn't be border.
I don't think he cares.
Which, like, fine, but again, you hate the kissing booth, but that's what made you. And then you got Euphoria, and that's what also helped make you into who you are. And now you're just gonna bitch about all those things. I hate when actors do that. I hate, like, you would never catch Zendaya being like, fuck the Disney Channel. Like, that's what made her. And she has since gone on and said, like, I loved my time on all those shows. I was able to get directing and producing and, like, whatever credits. And, like, that was great. No, he's going to sit here and be like, oh, I hated the kissing booth. Now I hate Euphoria.
That's true because Zendaya, like you said, shows up amazing in season 3. And she is well beyond Euphoria. So, Jacob, you're still in the realm of, like, the Euphoria version of your life. Yes, you're doing these, like, great movies now, but, like, put some respect on the house that built you.
And the only person who can do that is Robert Pattinson because he did all 4 Twilight movies and then became big. So he can complain. And he could complain throughout. He was always a hater. To be honest,
he's not dogging the movie. He typically, like, dogs saying, like, I can't do that anymore.
He says, who would be in love with Edward Cullen? That's my favorite.
He dogs himself, his own character.
He dogs himself.
Like, version himself.
He's like, I was bad at acting.
Not that the, like, projects beneath him.
He's more shocked that anyone saw this movie.
Yes.
He cannot believe. Did you see the interview, though? Someone had to be Zendaya because they're promoting the drama. But was like, oh, what do you think of like Twilight? And she was like, I haven't really like seen Twilight. And then they were like, what do you think about Harry Potter? She's like, I haven't really seen Harry Potter. Oh, it wasn't Zendaya. It was someone like younger, I think. But Robert Pattinson was like, oh, good. Both my come ups.
Thank you so much.
Shout out. Yeah, you haven't seen anything I've been in. Shout you out.
You're like, is this the first thing that you've seen me in? Cool.
Yeah, they were like, no, I knew about Twilight. And he's like, oh.
Awesome.
Oh. And they're like, yeah, I wasn't really a Harry Potter person. He's like, great.
He's like, thank you so much for not watching my death on screen.
Oh, it was so funny. But yeah, so Euphoria came out. Did you watch Exo Kitty yet?
Oh my God, no, I forgot.
Meredith, it's the cringiest, best show I've ever watched.
No, I know. That's why I love it.
It's so cringy. This season particularly, I kept going like visceral. I was like, I hate that.
So the entire season's out?
Yeah. The entire season dropped.
I'm just double checking. Double checking because I think I'm going to stay in this weekend and not really see anybody. So like I can commit myself to this. I
finished it in one day.
I have not been in the Netflix app in like weeks and weeks because there's like nothing on there. But this is on there.
I finished it in a day. That is how easy this show. It's only 30 minutes an episode. Yeah.
100%.
You'll finish it by tomorrow.
No, this is my night.
Yeah, you'll be done. Yeah. And it is hilarious.
Okay, this is perfect because you and I talked about having a drinking episode. So next week on Also, let's get drunk and we can talk about Exo Kitty.
Oh, sign me up. Sign me up. Are you watching anything else? What else is on? Should we go to Bravo? Is there anything on?
Yes, let's go to Bravo because are you watching The Valley this season?
I haven't yet. I was really going to wait for it to all come out and then I was going to binge it. But you can spoil whatever. I don't care.
It is... I really thought Jax was the heart of the darkness, and he was. He was definitely the heart of it, but it is still a gross show without him.
Why is it so dark? What is happening?
I don't know if that's just the edge that I don't know if it's production, I don't know if it's the cast, I don't know who and why specifically is to blame, because a big thing is that, God, what is Kristen's guy's name?
Luke
and Danny. Obviously, their wives and partners are postpartum. They want to have sex. I don't think that that's wrong that they want to have sex, but what they're not doing is giving a shit about what their partner wants and needs, and that's gross. And so it's just hard to watch these straight white men be like, oh, how about you get drunk and come home and bang me, basically. And it's what? Kristen is openly talking about how she doesn't feel great in her body. She's really struggling with that. She's actually in a lot of pain, postpartum. And then Danny is just, making jokes whenever, Nia is talking about how stressed she is. They just had their housewarming party and then, they're in bumfuck nowhere in LA. And, Nia's sad because she's so far away from her friends. And so they're, putting together this housewarming party. And Danny is doing an accent the entire time they're having a conversation. And he is can you please talk normally? I just need to have a normal conversation. And he will not drop the accent for 1 second.
What's the accent?
It's a southern, hey, y'all.
I don't like that. If it was Australian, I'd have his back. But no.
But the minute she asks you to cut the fucking shit, she literally said, I want to have a real serious conversation. And he will not stop it. He's I don't know what you're talking about, in his accent.
Men are so annoying. How's my girl Janet?
She wasn't there this episode, and to be honest, I didn't notice until somebody pointed it out on social media.
Big bummer. I forget what it was last season, but something I was I'm kind of with Janet a little. I found her funny, I think. I don't remember what it was.
I don't mind what she's arguing about, or her I don't like how she goes about it. And I think that's what rubs me the wrong way, is that it's hard for me to watch the minute someone shows up in a way I don't like. I'm you're pissing me off. So I don't hear anything that you say.
Okay. So the Valley's happening. Are you watching Below Deck? Down Under?
No, I still haven't gone on that. Sorry.
It's very good.
Tell me about it.
This is the first Below Deck season that I am watching live. I usually wait and then I binge, but I said I'm going to watch it live, and it's very good. It's very good. And I hate how good it is. They all want to hook up with each other, which is fabulous. Yeah. So it's Daisy, Joao is the bosun, and then Ben is the chef, right? Those are your three heads.
Trio.
Those are your three heads. And Ben and Joao are friends, but Joao and Daisy start having some feels for each other. But Daisy's like, I've done a lot of boatmances. She's done 2. And she's like, I can't do another. So she's really, even though she likes Joao, she's trying to be very profesh about it. But Ben is like, I hate that Joao likes Daisy because he's supposed to be my friend and have my back, which is so funny. And then, I don't know if you ever met Ellie. She was on Below Deck Med, maybe?
I don't think so, but she was on the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City episode, right? Or did they bring her on after? Okay.
I don't know. She wasn't important.
Because I visually can remember that crew.
Okay. I hate Ellie. Oh, no. Ellie came later, so I don't think so.
Okay.
But she basically was hired as a stew, and then Ben had a galley hand, basically, to help. But that galley hand didn't get along with Ben and, like, kind of sucked at her job. So Captain Jason was like, hey, Ellie, can you be a galley hand? She's like, yeah, I'll give it a go. And Ben's, like, thrilled because he thinks that Ellie's hot, so he's going to try and be nice to her.
Oh, my God.
I love that it's only hot women, but okay. But Ellie is a nightmare, okay? She has been a stew on another season. I hate her. On the last season she was on, she really liked this one guy. But this guy made out with a different stew. And Ellie bitched the stew out and was like, don't you ever do this again. You're so dumb. You're uglier than me. Like Ellie really went in on her. And then still pursued this guy who, like, made it clear he's not going to be faithful to her because he hooks up with Ellie and then hooks up with another stew. And then she gets mad at the stew again. Like, Ellie's fucking crazy, dude. She's off her rocker. And she was put as second stew, and she kept undermining the chief stew the whole time.
I saw a clip of Below Deck Down Under where they, like, rearrange whenever the guests are coming up. They're like, Daisy's like, hey, can you scoot down? And she was like, yeah, I would if I was third stew or whatever. And Daisy was like, you are. Is Ellie the one that happens to?
Yes, Ellie is the galley hand. So Daisy is like, hey, can my second stew, she needs to stand in front of you. And Ellie was like, oh, and Daisy's like, no, like, this is how we're going to do it.
This is the proper order.
And Ellie tries to go to Ben after and be like, oh, did you see that Daisy, like, pushed me further in line? And Ben's like, yeah, I don't really give a shit about, like, titles and stuff like that. He's like, we're just standing in a line. And she's trying to genuinely, like, make it a thing. But Daisy's like, I'm ranked higher than you. What I say fucking goes. Yeah, so Ellie's a nightmare. So this season, she's yelled at Ben, who's her boss, in a way I've never seen.
Whoa.
All because Ben does speak, like, he'll call everyone honey or sweetheart, and he just, like, does it. Yeah. And she tried to bitch to Joao about it, and Joao was like, look, those are, like, it's just different people. We're all from different cultures, like, whatever. Yeah. And Ellie's like, no, like, I don't like it. And she ended up yelling at Ben, and Ben was like, whoa, this is crazy. You're crazy. So he's now, like, walking on eggshells in his own galley because he doesn't want to get in trouble. And she's, like, the scariest person. Anyway, now Ellie really likes Joao. They're on charter, right? Joao's birthday's coming up. So Ellie's like, instead of cooking breakfast for the guests, I'm going to make Joao a lemon meringue cake because that's his favorite. And so Daisy's like, hey, what are we doing? And she's like, I'm making Joao's birthday cake. And Daisy goes, so we're on charter, there are guests. Let's not.
Time.
Plus, Joao then breaks up with Ellie. Well, is saying like, hey, I don't think, but he doesn't do it clearly. He's kind of like, I don't know if like this is a thing or like if I want, am I making sense? And Ellie's like, not really. So she still thinks her and Joao are like gonna bang. And Joao is like, I'm so happy she took it so great. And I just know he's gonna make out with Daisy, and like Ellie might punch Daisy in the face.
Oh my God.
It's very good. It's
so
very
much
good.
drama.
It's very good. Anyway, that's Below Deck. What else is on Bravo right now? I watched the first episode of Rhode Island. I didn't watch the second one yet because I still don't know these women, so I can't do it during work.
What'd you think, though?
Oh, I love their accents. I'm so obsessed with them. They are nothing like Jersey. I thought...
No, they're way more confrontational than Jersey actually is. Jersey is very passive-aggressive.
I'm still learning all their names. I know everyone thinks Joellen's a bitch.
And I like a lot more now.
Joellen made that one woman cry that's friends with Ashley at the beach.
Kelsey. Mm-hmm.
Kelsey. She's the sugar baby.
No. No,
Oh.
Kelsey is the news reporter who, like, is always in pink and has the, like, really kooky interview
Does she
looks.
have a husband?
Kelsey has a husband. Kelsey and, God, what is the sugar baby? They do look alike.
Because the sugar baby is home all day, and she wants
Yes.
something more for herself.
Fuck, what is her name?
Real
I can't think of it right now.
Housewives of Rhode Island. Yeah, I don't know who any of these women are.
Shout out some names and I'll tell you, like, what they're...
Okay, hang on. I'm looking for names and I would like names and pictures. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Cast. Here we go. This is what I need. Okay, I know Ashley. Rosie.
Yes.
Rosie is sugar baby.
Oh, you're right. No. Kelsey is sugar baby. Rosie is... Yeah, you're right.
Kelsey is sugar baby.
Sugar baby. Rosie is... She's
married.
The news reporter, like, does that segment on the beach. Married.
Yes. Liz is Dolores' twin.
Yes.
Okay.
Has the weed company. Gary is
Yes.
her husband, and she has 3 stepdaughters.
Alicia
Love her.
is incredible. My namesake. I really like her. She hasn't really
is
done
the one
much, I feel like.
Who is engaged for like 9 years, has a daughter. She kind of looks like a Liz a little bit.
Is she? Who's the one with all the stepkids and one of them's pregnant? That's Liz?
That's Liz.
Okay. I actually just looked up their bios. Remember when we did this for Vanderpump Rules, the new class, and they're like bios? Okay, Alicia has the pizza restaurant.
Yes.
Okay, she's described as a
engaged.
flip-flopper. You might call her a hora.
She has the best one-liners, but
She's
they're
great.
not always in the interview chair one-liners. But I find the funniest, she just always isn't like in the drama with everybody else. Like her drama is like subtle.
Okay, Rosie is television news. Husband is rich.
Mm-hmm.
They are looking for their dream home. Growing her local lifestyle program. Okay, great.
Because she set up that beach thing, and then she
did
like filmed
beach.
Yeah.
So she's friends with Joellen, who
Not
Sugar Baby
really.
didn't like.
It's that Liz. Well, was it Liz who was sitting there at that beach thing, or was it Alicia? I think it was Liz.
Okay.
Liz
It
is
was
like
Liz,
closer with Joellen, and so like Liz invited Joellen. Joellen and Rosie kind of have some beef and like just how they approach things. But I will say, like in the rest of the episodes, it isn't really that deep anymore. Like there's bigger fish to fry for Joellen.
Okay. Joellen, she's spreading the information of Rula's marriage.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Have you met Rula? I think she comes in episode 2.
I may have started the beginning of episode 2 because I do remember Rula. She's really into faith or whatever, right? She's
Rula
like kind
or
of
Joellen?
Rula. She's kind of like hippy dippy a little.
I can't remember that, but she's the one who's like, I think she's like Armenian.
She's Lebanese.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, Kelsey is baby sugar daddy. Baby. I said all the right words.
Words in the wrong connections.
Okay, and then Liz is Dolores 2.0. She's Gary. She's going to be a grandparent.
Yes.
They don't talk to the mom. And then Dolores Catania. Okay.
Dolores really isn't in it that much, and I appreciate that because that tells me that they don't need to lean on Dolores to actually make the drama. Like, the drama's happening whether Dolores is there or not.
Yeah. Okay, Kelsey and Rosie do look a lot alike.
Yeah.
Rosie, newscaster. Kelsey, baby.
Sugar baby.
You can call her baby.
Alicia, you're gonna love the rest of the episodes because, like, cheating scandals we're in the thick of it.
Listen,
with that. And, like,
if
rumors.
There's someone named Alicia, I'm going to say it now. She's always going to be my favorite. I love her.
You're gonna love her. They do play a game early on at a winery, and I think it's episode 2, and it's one that like the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City would play, where they all have boxes and everybody has to put a question in for these people, and so it just stirs up the drama immediately and gets all the rumors onto the show, which is great.
Oh my god, I hate when the housewives though do like they're like, let's all be friends. Let's say the meanest thing we've ever texted about someone else out loud in front of everyone.
Okay, I do think it's mean. However, I would rather have it at the start of the season so then it creates all the drama than Salt Lake City tends to do it at the end of the season. It's like, you guys just dusted this all up and like shot each other in point blank range just to end the season.
It's awesome. One last thing, Southern Hospitality.
So good. It is so good.
What is up with Lake? Really loving Mia's boobs.
Lake, I'm annoyed with her after this episode.
I don't get it. What's going on? Also, was it Lake? I think Lake posted, I'm gonna look it up, but I think Lake posted like a TikTok about how she dated like Jacob Elordi or some shit.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna find it.
Okay, while you look that up, I'm annoyed with Lake because how do you sit there and say, Mia, you are the fakest person ever. Molly, you're so fake. Lake, you're being so fucking fake while like sitting at this table, because how do you go ask Molly for help, say you didn't even want her help? You should at least be like thankful that she helped you instead of calling her fake as hell, because I don't find it fake for Mia to go on a date with Justin. I find it rude that she wasn't honest about it, because at the girls', like night with the gays, she said she wasn't interested in Justin. That's the only thing that Mia owes, is just the honesty of what is happening with Justin. Like, I don't love that they hid it, but I don't find her to be friends with Jordan. So I don't think she owes her some like big thing. It's not like Amanda and Sierra over on Summer House. You don't owe not seeing this guy just because another girl is in a casual relationship with him.
No, I completely agree. Really quick, I did find the picture of Lake and Jacob Elordi.
Shut the fuck up.
And it says, all this talk about him and Kendall Jenner, but I was here first. Do you see him?
Yeah.
But for everything might be AI, but I don't think this was.
Send me that link. I want to investigate
like,
that.
Rue, when was this? It might be AI. I'll send it to you. Okay.
I think that's a bad idea if that's AI. That's embarrassing.
That's a big claim for AI. Okay, yeah. Southern Hospitality. You know what was great this episode? We didn't have Emmy. There was no Emmy. She got in a car crash, and I was like,
She was there for 0.5 seconds, you're right,
Awesome.
because she talked about how much she likes art.
She got T-boned, and that was about it. But to be honest, I don't remember a lot from this episode, except Mia saying at the Wiener tent, support small black business. I was out loud cracking up. She goes,
too.
I'm the small, and then she points at Brad. She's like, you're the black, and then points at TJ and goes, and you're the business. And I love those three. Those three have done a lot of press together, and they might be my favorite.
I agree. Okay, so this episode had Maddie and Joe beefing, but Maddie is like so, wanting to make Joe into an amazing person. So she like meets with her sponsor, talks about her struggles with watching Joe drink. Love her sponsor. The line about you can't hold your drink and your dreams in the same hand.
Mm-hmm.
Bars.
I
would buy merch.
Okay, on that, I think Maddie's just annoyed that she's getting blamed for Joe's like lack of, I don't know, like motivation
Drive.
to do anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, like, I agree. And also, like, he supposedly is lying. But other than
That's the real issue, which I don't think Maddie can communicate and Joe can conceptualize. Because Maddie says, like, she doesn't want a sober partner. I truly don't think she does either. I think that would make her feel more sober.
Yeah.
It's like, and on an island. I think she wants to be in the party scene just in a moderation type of aspect.
Yeah.
And I think Joe's issue is that he says he wants things, goes out and parties instead. And so she wants the person who wants to chase their dreams.
Mm-hmm. I found what was interesting, though, is we've really never seen Maddie struggle in her addiction, which isn't to say she isn't, but, like, we haven't really seen that. And she did show us that, which I did really appreciate.
God. I love having somebody who is 11 years sober on a show, because we've seen a lot of people get sober, be, in their early years of sobriety, and that's a different journey than being long-term sober. And so I really do love and appreciate watching Maddie not only be sober, but sober in hospitality. Addiction is a huge issue in the hospitality industry, and so I think that is probably such a great connection for people to have who are sober in that industry.
Yeah. Anyway, what else happened? Support black business.
Then we have supporting black business. It rained during the Wiener, sale.
They were like, this is great wiener weather. And I was like, it's not actually. I know you're trying to
con
sell,
people
but
into eating a hot dog while it's pouring down rain is so funny. And then Michael's had his magazine cover shoot. His mom wouldn't answer his phone call, which I do understand mom not wanting to be on the show. Like, let's respect that.
That, and also, like, I'm still kind of iffy on Michael's after he yelled at Lake, like, the way he did, and him saying, like, we're friends. That, to me, I would never yell at a friend like that. It's kind of scary. I don't want to say scary. Sorry.
No, but his turning on a friend is what's scary. Not his, he's not angry black guy vibes. It's that you can go from being so close to someone. I totally understood Lake saying, like, you're the person who comforts me. You're the person I call when I'm bored. And how do we go from that to, like, shut it off? It's hard to have a friendship with someone like that.
Yeah, it's confusing.
Yeah.
Like, I would never yell at one of my friends like that.
I could never imagine yelling like that in, like, full silent treatment and then yelling at someone like that.
Yeah.
You can't play both ways. I'm gonna be so for real. You can't give the silent treatment and be the one screaming at them.
All men should go to therapy. Also, wait, TJ and Joe did that skin thing. I really liked that.
That was funny.
Joe really has young skin. That's only because he hasn't hit 30 yet. That's only because he hasn't hit 30 yet.
No, but I think also some people just have, like, skin that, like, is better suited for the sun, and TJ's a white pasty boy.
No, I get it, but, like, that doesn't mean that in 10 years my skin isn't going to be, like, so terrible, because I have that olivey complexion, too.
Joe does need to wear sunscreen and care about his skin. It is a slippery... You can fuck it up at any time. Like, you gotta keep it rolling with the good skin.
He doesn't use skincare, though, so if anything, what am I spending my money on? You know what I mean?
I mean, I just wash my face. I don't do anything special.
I don't know what to do now. Is that all that happened this episode? It was kind of a slow one.
Just the paint and sip thing, but...
Oh! Man. We got the reunion.
Oh, full reunion.
Chart.
It just filmed. And they got a full set, which I'm still kind of am happy for them, but I wanted the show to stay small selfishly. No,
I know, but I think they should get... Oh, not Southern Charm. What is this?
Southern Hospitality.
I have a friend who just started.
Leva's first chair next to Andy, and it kind of bothers me. Like, you're not actually a cast member on this.
But I don't like Lisa Vanderpump.
Yeah, but they used to put Lisa, like, directly on Andy's level. Leva is, like, first chair as if this is her show. Like, it is her show, but, like...
I'm indifferent. This was happening either way, and I get what you're saying, but Leva either has to sit equal to Andy or first chair, so either way, I don't want Leva in either, so this is the best, I guess. I have a friend, though, that just started watching Southern Hospitality, and someone told her that she would have to watch Southern Charm, and I said, no, you don't.
No.
Because she was like, I don't want to watch Southern Charm, and I was like, no, I get it. You don't. They're not connected.
I would say the only way they're connected is the reverse way. If you want to watch present day Southern Charm, I do think you need to watch the season Sally is on Southern Hospitality.
Oh, smart. Okay, yeah, but it looks like Maddie, first chair, then Joe Bradley, which, no offense, these two do not need. I say put not Joe Bradley, but regular Bradley up front next to Andy, and then have Emmy next to Leva. Because that, to me, needs to be the biggest topic at the reunion.
But here's the thing. We don't know where the rest of the season's going to go. So I do always leave room for opportunity to fuck shit up.
Michaels is sitting next to Emmy, which... Are they friends? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay. Followed by Lake, which how are they going to argue if they're sitting next to each other? And then Grace Lily. I have a blurry photo. And then Justin. Which, like, fine. And on the other side, Maddie, Joe, Bradley, Mia, TJ, and Molly. Which, as long as you have Brad, Mia, and TJ lined up 1, 2, 3, whoever's across, you're looking bad.
Left side is gonna cook the right side.
Yeah, set up your cameras accordingly. Mia is directly across from Lake. So thoughts and prayers to Lake, because she's gonna die.
I love Mia through and through. I don't care if she's messy as hell this episode.
There is something really great about Mia.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but I'm like,
I'm into her. She has that pizzazz that, like, Stassi did of being on camera. Like, yeah. I immediately, like, lock onto her in a group shot.
No, totally agree. Anyway, yeah, I'm quite excited for Southern Hospitality. Okay, are you listening to anything?
I have been doing my audiobook series. I'm on the Bunny XO book, which is wild. And everybody keeps asking me to do Lena Dunham's next, but I've never been like a fan of her, so I don't know if I should or shouldn't.
I don't think you should then.
Okay. There's been one major headline out of it too, so like I need something where I'm like, you know.
I like Lena Dunham. Maybe because you've recommended Carl's audiobook so much. I learned that on Spotify you have 8 free hours a month.
Oh, yeah, that's how I do all of this.
I didn't know. So I went to look up Carl's, but I can't find Carl's.
Oh, his is Audible exclusive. It was gut-wrenching. But you can sign up for a free Audible membership off of like I've done it on like 3 different emails now. That's how I listen to his audiobook is with my free trial.
I was very upset. So then I was like,
yeah.
Do I listen to Lena Dunham's? Because I'm interested.
Hers is on Spotify. Hey, do you want to get in on this audiobook series? You can record yourself. I'll edit it.
I guess. I'm not one for like recording myself and being like, whoa.
I forget that I'm doing it.
I was going to do them on walks. I was going to listen to books on walks. So I think I'd more do like, hey, I just listened to Lena Dunham's book and this is what I got so far.
That way we can cover it and you give like the shock and awe moments but on like every few chapters, like give a little video.
Yeah, I think, but I do really like Lena Dunham. I think she's...
Okay. Because my other option after this Bunny XO one, I have like a 3-week period I could fit one more in before Hayden Panettiere's, I think that's how you say her last name. She has a book coming out in May and her life is insane. Like her daughter, she had a daughter and the dad like moved her to another country.
Yeah, so, I think they're in like Poland or something. Yeah.
But Reza from Shahs of Sunset had a book come out I saw at the start of April, and I'm like, I love him. So like, and he has an interesting life with like family being from Iran, and I just think it'd be fascinating to hear about his family's journey versus like I said, I've never followed Lena.
Interesting. Do you enjoy doing these audiobooks? Like, genuine question.
When they are good audiobooks, I love it. But there are so many. I started Teresa Giudice's and I had to abandon it because that girlie doesn't know how to read a book. Listening to her
talk would drive me nuts.
No, but Alicia, she's reading and it's like, I think that I don't know what I should say. Like, that's the pacing of how she has to really think through what she's reading.
No, ever since she said ingredients I just can't.
I can't. So, no, sometimes I don't, but when they hit. Like, Carl's was amazing. Sheena Shea was a journey and a ride.
Oh, maybe I'd listen to Sheena's. Love her.
Sheena's was the funniest I've ever done, but, like, the rest of them, I do regret a lot of them. Like, Carl and Craig and Sheps, I was like, this was a waste of my time, but I'm glad other people enjoyed it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I already don't like reading memoirs.
Listening to them is better.
I think it'd be better, so I'm going to try it. But like, I also really hate audiobook. But I've never done a memoir audiobook. So you see where I'm hesitant.
I would start with Carl's because his actually is really good. I'm going to start
on Spotify. I have free stuff to get rid of.
Then I can't help you out. No, Sheena Shea's is on Spotify. You should start with Sheena Shea's.
Lena Dunham's. What's hers called? Yeah, Fame Sick.
Yes. Lisa Rinna's was good because, honey, she performs in her audiobook. Like, that is the best one on the reading that I've ever had. Outside of Sheena, but Sheena was just funny not trying to be. Like, Lisa was, Sheena. Like, performing.
I love Sheena so much. Okay, I'll give it a go on my free Spotify hours, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I will start with Lena Dunham. I forgot that she released a book. I kept looking up Cake Eater on Spotify this morning, and I was like, who's this other woman with a book called Cake Eater? I'm going to die.
Because I'll go in and pre-save them, and I saved that. And then I, thought I was going crazy, because I was like, no, his book is not out yet. And it pisses me off when they do Audible exclusives, but get your bag.
I think you should support, isn't Audible Amazon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, never mind. Don't support Spotify or Audible. Don't do either. I'm only doing this because it's free and I already pay for Spotify, so fuck me, right?
That's the thing. That's how I don't feel bad. Like, I remember when Kevin Federline's book came out and people are like, I can't believe you bought this. And I was like, I did not.
I'm going to listen to Kevin.
I don't know what kickback he gets if I do listen to this, but, I mean, it's free on my Spotify Premium.
If you think I'm going to give anything to Kevin Federline. I appreciate you doing that book, but giving that man any attention is against my religion.
But here's the thing is so many people dogged him, it was worth it.
No, I don't even want to know he exists. I hate him. Anyway, I've been listening, though, on my walks, on my favorite podcast, which isn't us, sorry. It's my Degrassi podcast that I listened to.
Fun!
That I found in COVID originally.
Yeah.
I found it in COVID because what else was I doing in COVID besides walking and looking for content to inhale? And it's just these two comedians. Well, they're not like actual comedians. One of them was a writer for SNL back in the day. But they're just two friends. And then they discuss Degrassi in great detail.
Obsessed.
But they're so, listen, we're okay with a bit. They're very good with bits. And the bits live on for years. Like a lot of our bits have died.
Yeah.
Their bits are going from 2020 and beyond at this point.
I love that.
They recently, in the episode I was listening to yesterday, had a bit from like 2020 and I was fucking dying. Anyway, it's really good. It's called the Degrassi Every Episode Ever Marathon Podcast. It's been going on for years and they only do every 2 weeks because they're like, this exhausts us, which I respect. I respect
that for sure.
I respect it. So I took a big break from them because I was like, every 2 weeks I'm caught up and I have nothing to listen to. And I forgot about them and now I'm back.
She's back on her bullshit.
Baby. I'm back listening to the Degrassi Every Episode Ever Marathon Podcast.
Do you watch with them or do you just listen? Because you've watched every show.
I used to watch with them, but I also like know what happens. I was a big Degrassi kid growing up. So I know what happens. So them saying it. Plus they're in like they're almost done. They're in the second to last season. So I already know what happened. I don't have to rewatch those. Those were bad anyway.
Do you think they're going to start those like new versions? Because isn't there one on Netflix now?
Yep, they're going to do that after, which I'm quite excited for. And then they're like, what do we do when it's over? And it was so funny because they're like the one lady, she was like, what do we do when this is over? And the guy was like, it's been like 7 years already. What do you mean when it's over? We still have like many seasons to go.
It reminds me of when we were like, oh, we're going to be done with all of these seasons in like 4 years. But all of our shows keep having more seasons. We started Also. We do one season wonders now that like we haven't
my favorite.
Gotten through even our back catalog yet. And we've been doing this podcast for 6.5 years now.
Yeah, they've been doing it a little longer, I think, than us, but still like quite hilarious that they're like,
yeah,
what do you mean when it's over? Like, no, I get it.
A long time in our life.
But they're so funny. Like, they don't even do, like, at this point, they're like, we hope this never makes us really any money. But it does because people join their Patreon and, like, they do stupid shit. But they're like, yeah, I hope, like, this is just always for fun because it's so stupid. Like, what are we doing? They've never interviewed. They're like, we should get all these people on for interviews. And they never invite them because they're like, it's just us. It's just us.
I think the beauty of, you know, like, lower tier podcasts is, like, this is truly just a conversation, like, for us. That's clearly just a conversation for them and that they just enjoy that anyways. Like, nobody could listen and they would probably still do it.
And they're probably, like, bigger than us, which is so funny.
Yeah.
But, like, they're like, yeah, this is just the vibes.
But
because they're like, when it's over,
it's easy to be, like, fun and continue to do it.
It is fun. You don't have to, like, watch your mouth or anything. Like, they're so funny. Anyway, if you're ever just looking for a laugh, I recommend them. They're the funniest people I know. And I know me. And, like,
it's funny because there is a clear distinction between Degrassi kids and not. And I only knew one other person when I was, like, watching it as a kid who watched Degrassi.
But
and
you know.
So, like, you know. We used to talk about it, like, in a sidebar conversation from our friends. Because, like, our friends did not watch.
Yeah. Well, you might like it because you know Degrassi and how, like, kind of stupid it is that they cannot help but, like, laugh at all these children. But, like, what they, like, one of my favorite bits they do is after every season, they do, like, a yearbook episode where they have, like, they give superlatives. And they always do, and my favorite one, they always do the hottest kiss. And they're always like, it's so weird to be adults and, like, judging these teenagers on, like, their kissing abilities. But it's so funny then because they'll, like, debate these kisses and be like, oh, that was a hot kiss. You're just like, oh my God. It is so funny. I recommend it.
Something
if you need
I love
laughs.
about the later seasons too is they used to have the best promos. Like I used to watch them on YouTube over and over and over again.
No, they loved the shark in the water promo.
Me too. It lives rent free in my head.
It was so good. And they always honored the character when it's their last time seeing it. Even though, like, even if the character doesn't die, they'll just be like, and this is the last time we'll ever see Dave. And everyone's like, oh
my God.
R.I.P. Dave, I guess. It's so funny. It's so stupid. These two riff. I like the guy the best because he's so unhinged that I'm sitting here like listening to this full-fledged man be like, that was a hot kiss. And I was watching, I'm like, ew. But as an adult, it's quite funny.
I'm happy all of our content is of adults.
Yeah, because we would have to talk about it being a hot kiss on a kid's show.
You know what? We did have to talk about it when we did NYC Prep and Kid Nation, especially our Kid Nation interviews that we did with two of the cast members. We asked about their hookups, and we were like, this is weird as a 30-year-old, but we must know.
No, I don't think it was that weird.
I just find it weird us, like, conceptualizing these kids, but like we were kids. That's what we said about it. It's like we were kids at the time.
If you put a bunch of 16-year-old in a western desert set, they're all gonna be kissing. They're all kissing. Like you're kissing under the stars. We've all been in high school. I then only asked, did you guys kiss? I had to know. And I was, yes. You were like, no way. And I was like, girl.
It just is. Okay, you asked if they were hooking up.
Yeah, are they hooking up? That can mean anything. I kept it broad. I assumed kissing because there were adults present. I assumed there wasn't any good place to sneak off and have sex.
I think I was just scared to get the tea that like somebody lost their virginity on the set of that abandoned western town, and I could not handle that.
That would have been crazy. But we didn't get any of that tea.
No.
We've only, honestly, out of the 2 interviews we've done, only one of them really gave us a lot of tea. The other one was like, yeah, people were kissing. And I was like, okay, well, names or... No, I wasn't going to say that. But I respect your privacy, but I would drop names. I always say if I were to ever be interviewed, I'm like Chelsea Handler. Like, whatever you ask is my command.
Especially this long later. I understand how you, like, are friends with people in the moment and you don't want to, like, give up people. It has been 20 years since that thing aired.
I would sell you up the river just to get some time.
100%.
No, someone should interview us because honestly, I would drop names. I would say anything. I would answer any question.
About what? I'll interview you. Jesus Christ. What's the tea?
There was, one more thing and then we can go. There's someone on TikTok that reports on women's sports, right? And she was saying something and she's like, oh, because y'all are so concerned about Paige and AZ's love life, I'll just give you some of mine. And she proceeds to tell, like, and they weren't great love stories, but she's telling, like, situations that happened. But I watched it and I went, these aren't even bad. like, what I could tell you, these aren't even bad. And she even was, like, ambiguous of, like, what sex the people were. I'd be like, this guy, his name was this. Like, I don't know, Adam.
I'll give first names.
He lives in this city the last time I checked. He's a fucking freak. Like, I would have dropped... She was trying to be so respectful, and I was like, doesn't exist here. It doesn't.
You chose to start these stories. Let's leave the respect at the door. If you're coming, like, to the table with these stories, air it all out or don't say it at all.
I never understood. Remember when James Corden would do that, like... spill or eat your guts or whatever thing where you'd eat something gross or you'd have to what am I hiding? I know that I'm famous and I have PR. What am I hiding at this point?
The only thing I would hide is when it's not my business, like a pregnancy, a baby, a marriage. Like if people have big life moments that they want to be the one to announce those, that is the only thing that I'll never share that stuff until it's publicly shared. But everything else, I'm willing to tear it out.
Which one of my exes was the best kisser? In great detail, I'll tell you.
Work.
What are we talking about?
For you.
Yeah. Remember when one of the Kardashians had to rate her like siblings as parents? I was like, easy work.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to debate it.
Can you imagine if I was like, my brother's a better parent than my sister? My brother has no kids.
Yeah. But I would say, which sibling do you like best? Let me tell ya. Because I'm not eating.
Oh, no.
I'm not eating.
No.
So,
especially
whatever.
if it's not truly about me. Like, if it's about I'm rating somebody else, I'll give that info.
We're going to do a Patreon episode, and it's just us asking intrusive questions at each other.
I love. And I think you get, like, 2 plead the fifth. We need to figure, or, like, we can find a number depending on how many questions.
It would be like, Watch What Happens Live, you drink.
Okay.
But I'd have to really think of intrusive questions, because I'd really want to stump you, and I don't think I could. Because I also don't care which sibling you like the best. That, like, affects me 0%.
No, we're going to have better questions. We need to do, like, Watch What Happens Live games. Bonus episode.
That'd be good. But we would answer, like, I can't think of anything we wouldn't answer, which, like, sucks.
I know.
Besides, like, my social security, which I'll take a shot. It's fine. My PIN code. But, like, nothing's in there, so maybe I'll give it to you. I don't know.
I don't even know what my debit PIN code is because I don't use it.
Yeah, steal my money. What the fuck do I care? The government's already taking me down.
How about the Patreon can ask us questions and we have to answer?
No question is off limits, except social security and PIN numbers.
Yeah, okay. Privacy issues are off the table. Like, you can't know my direct address.
No, we respect HIPAA, but, like, other than that, whatever you want to know, try to stump me.
I like it. Okay, let's
great.
do that for May.
Join our Patreon, because this is an option, I guess. Okay, great. Well, this was lovely. So do all the things, and we will be back again with another episode. Don't you worry, Anna Banana Bread. You'll get more episodes. And with that, love ya.
Thanks for joining. Bye.